Har has had a long-term relationship with Annonas, so I would really like him to share his knowledge about all sorts of Annonas that he has come in contact with and studied over the years. So here's Har.
This poor plant was just recently transplanted. That's why it's looking like this. Most of the leaves fell off, but normally these leaves, which are their normal size, would be dark green and shiny. It's kind of a pretty ornamental plant, and one flower makes several fruitlets in a cluster. So these aren't ripe yet, but birds have tasted a couple of them. And these are almost ripe. They'll get a little darker burgundy colored. The skin and pulp are edible, a very mild flavor, slightly sweet and slightly juicy. A lot of seeds. This tree is native to Australia. I tried to find some native name for it there, but never did. So I put the name Fingersop on it, because in this same family, the botanical Annonaceae family, there are sour sops and sweet sops and beech sops and so on. So these are finger-shaped fruit, and sop means tasty morsel, tasty goodie. So that fits with these. It's native to eastern Australia, subtropical region. They grow very slowly for several years, and then suddenly they start growing just as fast as most any other tree, in kind of a Christmas tree shape, often with more than one trunk. The birds do like the fruit, and of course we do too. If you try to peel the fruit, there won't be much left, frankly, but if you eat the skin along with the pulp, pretty nice, slightly carroty, peachy flavor, and sweet. This is a little bit puckery because it isn't quite fully ripe.
So is it normally grown from seed?
Yes, it's normally grown from seed. I don't know of anyone bothering to graft these, and I wouldn't see the point of doing that, since no one selected any that have fewer seeds or whatever.
How long between seed and fruit?
I don't remember how long it took after I planted the seeds for it to fruit. I think it was more than 10 years, but I didn't have it growing in good conditions, so hard to say what it would do for you.
Does it keep its leaves all year round?
Yeah, normally it looks fully leafed out all year around.
And any special care for it?
I don't give mine any special care. I hose water it maybe 2 or 3 times a month in dry season and ignore it the rest of the time. Where the seeds fall on the ground in the leaf litter under the trees, they pop up everywhere as small plants. So if you plant the seed, I would suggest putting them on the top of the ground in leaf litter in the shade, because they obviously do very well under those conditions. I've not done much of trying to grow them, planting the way we normally do. Obviously, I did at least one initially when someone sent me seed from from Australia. And I did get 2 plants, this one and the one I have at home.
So do you think you had the first Fingersop in the U.S.?
I don't know if I was the first to fruit Fingersop in the U.S. May have been 1 or 2 other persons who received seed as well. I'm not sure. And that would have been back in the 1990s, I believe, early 1990s. The scientific name has changed over the years. When I received the seeds, they were labeled as Polyaulax. Say that again, Polyaulax cylindrocarpum. And now it's called Meiogyne cylindrocarpa. Cylindrocarpa means fruit shaped in a cylinder. Early on, a dear friend of mine published a beautiful article about it, but got the wrong name on it. He called it finger lime. So that is a different fruit, also from Australia, with the same shape, but related to citrus. So finger lime is actually related to true limes. So that was the start of my search for an appropriate name, and then I ended up having to name it myself, which the name is Fingersop, and that has caught on with quite a few people.
So do you normally pick the fruit when it's orange like that and let it ripen off the tree?
One can pick the fruit like this and let it ripen off the tree, but it'll be a little sweeter if you let it get fully dark burgundy on the tree, if the birds let you have it.